Hello everybody, it's your boy FK Scratchy here, and I'm coming to you live here. I have a little bit of a topic I kind of want to go over here. The gameplay in the background, probably some Call of Duty, I don't exactly know. I recorded some stuff earlier, had some trouble, because again, I like playing league play. And the teams I was running into, or not even running into so much as playing with, were not great. I don't ever see myself being top leaderboard type of player, so if I'm like third or fourth, we probably had a decent team. If I'm at the top, that we probably did not have a great team. Because, yeah. Anyways, so I wanted to make this Tuesday. I'm going to try to start a schedule. So, to start out this Tuesday, I wanted to go over some random topics, and by that specifically, we're going to stick to a gaming topic, obviously. And this is going to be about, games remakes, like a couple games I'm hoping they remake at some point. They probably won't, but if they did, it'd be incredible, because these games that I used to play, they're not super old games. They're probably like 2010s, if not early 2000s. Probably not. It's like Xbox 360 and maybe one or two from Xbox, just original Xbox. I didn't play PlayStation that much. I had a PlayStation 1, and I don't really remember many games from that I played outside of maybe, I don't remember Spyro was on that, or Crash, but I for sure played this one Star Wars game which I don't remember at all. I remember some of it, I guess, but I don't remember what it's called. So yeah, let's get started. So my first game I want them to remake is one probably that hasn't really been heard of that much. I can't imagine it's very popular, but you can look it up if you kind of want to see what it's about. It's called Haunted. I don't remember if it's Haunted or Hunted. I forget. I should look it up real quick, but it's called Haunted Demon's Forge. It was a co-op game, more or less. It's one guy who was kind of the big brute, and the other was a girl with like a bow and arrow, and I forget how the upgrading system worked in that, but here, okay, so it was called Hunted Demon's Forge. By the looks of it on Steam, it has a 7 out of 10. By the GameStop, I guess, reviews, has 3.7 out of 5, and Metacritic gives it a 61%. But if you look it up, it's obviously kind of classic big brute guy, takes all the damage, does a ton of damage, and then the much weaker, I guess, health wise, but ranged attack, which is a girl. And they I don't remember the story. I do remember playing it. I played this game with my friend because it's co-op, so therefore I did play it alone, but with him we went through and got achievements, more or less, and I don't think we ever finished it because some of the achievements were kind of bugged. So I think I'm like 1 or 2 achievements away from finishing it. But if they remade that game, that'd be extremely fun. That game was actually very fun to play. So if you 360 for some reason still, you can find Hunted Demon's Forge and play it, I think you can see a lot of good in it, and I think it's very enjoyable. It's obviously 2-player co-op, has like a medieval type of feel to it. I don't remember. I think there's like orcs, kind of like the Lord of the Rings feel, I guess, but with just 2 characters. And it was really fun, honestly. It was one of my favorite games on 360, especially a game that wasn't played a lot. I don't think that many people heard of it or played it, but definitely look into that. And that's probably my top game right now that I want them to remake, is just because it was co-op and it was such a good game to me. Anyways, I may be misremembering, but I do remember enjoying it a lot, solo and co-op. The next game I have here, sticking to the Lord of the Rings topic here, War of the North. I remember playing this game with my friend. I think he had a copy, and then I think he had every achievement except for I think we both had every achievement except for one that you needed to be online for, which when we were doing these achievements, it was so far after that game came out to where there's not going to be anybody online for that game. So that achievement has evaded us, but it was another co-op game, 4 players this time, except we only played, it was only 2 of us at the time, but I think it had the capabilities to go with 4 players. I'm not sure if you could on console, if you had to be online to go 4 players, but that game was very enjoyable as well. Again, Lord of the Rings is always a good game to me. I haven't really played like the Shadow, what's it called? The newer games, like I forget what they're called. I don't remember what they're called, but you guys know what I'm talking about. The newer Lord of the Rings games with just that one character, and it kind of feels like Assassin's Creed-ish. But yeah, that's another game I kind of want them to remaster. Granted, Haunted Demon's Forge would probably have to be a sequel, because I don't see them remaking it. I forget who makes the game, but I'll catch up with that next time we go over some more topics here. Lord of the Rings, I assume the same company still makes those games. And then one more. This would be a remake or sequel, I guess. Either way, I guess I don't really care if they make a remake or a sequel of these games. Would be Brute Force, which is again another co-op game, right? But I think this one did. I don't remember. This was on the original Xbox, and I don't remember if this had the capabilities of multiplayer online or if it was just more local. But I remember. I mean, either way, it's another 4-player co-op kind of game. There's Brutus, I don't remember, he's like a lizard man. There's a regular human man whose name is it's not Tank, I don't remember what his name is. And then there's 2 girls, one with like ability, they all have their own little abilities. I forget what they are. I think Brute, or like the lizard guy, has like senses, like his senses get heightened or something like that, so you can see people through walls and stuff. And then one of the girls has invisibility, the other one I don't remember, but one of them was a sniper, the other one more assassin, and then the human guy was kind of just like another tanky, just dual wielding. I think his ability was literally to dual wield. So yeah, that game, I remember it being fun. There's a lot of missions to it, very story based, and then I think there was some capabilities of online. I don't remember exactly. I didn't have live, or I don't think anybody I knew had live during like the original Xbox days. Not until the 360 days did we actually play online. But yeah, look into that game. I don't think it had sequels or anything, but if that game was I'd be okay with Hunted and Lord of the Rings and Brute Force being remastered. I would like if they did remaster Hunted and possibly Brute Force. I would like those to continue and have a sequel at some point. But yeah, those 3 games were all co-op games, so that's why I want them, because there's not a lot of co-op games nowadays. Not that I can think of anyways. There's a lot of like online, but it's all battle royales and stuff. So these games were very much story based, and they were fun to play throughout the entire story with people. And yeah, I think it'd be really fun to get some of those games going again. I don't know if any game like these have came out recently. I can't think of any on top of my head, but yeah. Then I have one more game. This one's actually more of a solo player type of thing, but this one's already a series, I guess, so it'd be technically like the 4th, or I think it's the 4th. But Crysis, if you guys don't remember Crysis, it's I never really played it, but I remember Crysis 3 looked really good, and I think a lot of people had trouble running Crysis 3 on their PCs just because how much it took to run it. Granted, I was never really a PC player, but I just I just heard a lot about it. It was kind of like the cornerstone to where you could test your PC kind of thing, and if you could run Crysis, it's like, alright, your PC's decent, and if you can't, well, Crysis is just that strong of a game or whatever. But I did like the 3rd game. I like the abilities, I don't remember exactly all of it, but I always like the archery games. Like if you have an archer, granted, I don't know if you can use guns. I don't remember that game that well, but I do like it. For some reason, bow and arrow always seems to attract me more than guns or like shooters regularly, just because it feels like there might be a little more skill there than just shooting. But it just looks cooler also, I think. But I don't know. I think Crysis 4 is probably due at this point. I don't know if that company, I don't know if any of these companies, the companies that make them, if any of them have been like disintegrated and don't exist anymore or whatever. But those are 4 games I really wish they would remake at some point. if I had to go in order, it would probably be Hunted first, Crysis second, Brute Force, and then Lord of the Rings, just because Lord of the Rings is probably the least interesting of those to me. Crysis would be a fun single player game to have, so, and also Demon's Forge is a good co-op and single player to play, because you can choose either character. You could be the boy or the guy or the girl. I think you can switch throughout the game. I don't remember exactly, but yeah, those games would be great. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys have your own thoughts of remakes. Obviously, I didn't really go back until because they've already remade like Crash and Spyro, and those are two games I played when I was younger. But I was thinking of some games that I kind of enjoy that aren't, I guess, I mean, they are old, but, and also obviously I'm a big Dark Souls fan, so that would be nice if they didn't end Dark Souls and they just kept going to Dark Souls 4. But we'll see how that happens. Might have to at some point, if Dark Souls or Demon Souls is only PlayStation exclusive, I might have to get a PlayStation just to play that, but we'll see. Anyways, let me know if there's any games you guys want to get remastered. I'm sure I left a couple. These were just off the top of my head. These are games that I've always wanted to get remastered, and I'll bring up in any conversation to get remastered. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Don't know what it was, probably me getting smoked. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, maybe. I have to figure out the rest of this week and see what my plans are going to be here. So we'll see. For sure by the end of the week on Sunday, or the beginning of next week, I guess Sunday, we'll go over CDL again. And that's about it. Talk to you guys later.